Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Relix, and today we're going to continue our player reviews from this past season. And we're going to talk about Jonathan Quick to start. And speaking of starts, in 31 games played, he had 27 quality starts. Actually, let me rephrase. Not quality. Quality starts is a whole another stat. I don't want to really get into that. Game starts, he had 27 total of those 31. That means he came in and played 4 backups. He had a record of 11, 13, and 4, which isn't great. It's more losses than wins. And unfortunately, stats don't look like Quick at all. He had an 87.6% save percentage and a 3.5 goals against average. At age 37, kind of looking like it's over, right? I mean, goaltenders in general, their longevity is in question as far as playing in the NHL, and unfortunately Quick he's starting to show his age, I think. I don't want to say it, but he is getting older, and unfortunately it was showing this past year. As we all know, he's a legend. He's a Stanley Cup champion with the Kings, one of the greatest of all time to the game itself, and I think I can never say enough about Quick. And I think everyone knows, especially Kings fans, knows that he will always be a King. However, he was traded during the season to the Columbus Blue Jackets, who then immediately traded him to the Vegas Golden Knights, where he then went on to win a Stanley Cup. So, congratulations to Jonathan Quick, of course. Obviously to other past Kings, Alec Martinez, Michael Mario, Brady McNabb. They all deserved it. Honestly, Golden Knights were a phenomenal team. They all deserve to win the cup. But now he is now a New York Ranger. And that was the Stanley Cup rival in 2014. So it's kind of ironic that he's a Ranger now. But it is what it is. And he will hopefully have a decent career there as the backup to Igor Shesterkin. I'm hoping he somehow recovers his game. I mean, we're not going to see the Rangers much this season anyways. 2 games maximum, I think. So I'm not surprised if he doesn't play us at all. So that's fine. I wish him all the best. I don't hate the Rangers, but I do hope the team does good for him and he does good for the team. Obviously, I want him to be a champion all the same, just not against us. So good luck, Quick. And unfortunately, yes, his stats weren't the greatest. But again, I want to reinforce that this past season, it wasn't really his fault. Yes, he may be getting older. His body's not reacting the same way he used to. But I want to make a quick note that during games that Quick was the starter, me personally, noticed that the forwards specifically did not play good defense. And sometimes even the defensemen did not play good defense in front of Quick, compared to if they played in Korpisalo or Copley. So, I just want to make it clear that I do not blame Quick for our losses when he played. I mean, not all the time, but most of the time. I do think the team let him down. I do think the organization betrays him. But it is what it is. It is a business, and unfortunately, Quick got the boot. And we made room for Korpisalo. So going forward, I'm worried about the goaltending situation this season for our team. But I guess there's a plan in place. Not sure, but unfortunately, Quick is out. Copley is now in as the main goalie. I'm guessing. I'm not going to discuss Korpisalo today, but I'm going to instead discuss our other goalie, who actually is the one who got us into the playoffs. Pheonix Copley. Pheonix Copley came in from the Capitals system, the Washington Capitals. He hardly played NHL time, and yet, as a backup coming into the season, he played 37 games. That is the most on the season in the Kings jersey for goalies, and he went 35 starts. 35. That's only 2 games that he came in as backup and had to play a game, and he went 24. 6 and 3. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. And to think that even fans not just the organization, but even fans, believe that Copley should not start in the playoffs was absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, just because Korpisalo has playoff experience, and just because he's a more NHL goalie than Copley was, I can't believe they didn't start Copley. He is the absolute reason we got into the playoffs and we didn't play him. He came in as a backup for one game, and it was already a loss. I just couldn't believe it. My brother and I agreed that Copley was the reason he got us in the playoffs, and he should have been the starter, not Korpisalo. Korpisalo, he's great, yes. His stats look great. But he only played 11 games with us during the regular season. It's not that many. You have to trust the guy who gets you there. And Copley did it all season long. So, to me, if I was Copley, I would have felt betrayed. I would have felt disappointed. And honestly, it's kind of frustrating that he only signed a 1-year extension for $1.5 million. I mean, he's only 31 years old. He could have had a few years left, and yet only 1 year for 1.5. He could be traded at the trade deadline, and then we're stuck with what? Cam Talbot and David Rittich as extra goalies, who we also signed this offseason. I just don't understand what Rob Blake is doing. I don't agree with it. Anyways, going back to Copley, in his 37 games, he got a 90.3 save percentage and a 2.64 goals against average. So again, not the best stats, but again, you have to think he is a backup who became our starter. So, and given the Kings, the defense and the forward skaters' way of playing this season, I'm not surprised that the defense was lacking and a lot of goals went against our goalies. But to say that a backup coming in and becoming the starter, 90% save percentage and a 2.64 goals against average, I'd say that's superior numbers right there, given what the Kings were doing. So I think Copley had the team on his back, and he carried them into the playoffs. There's no doubt. He was one of the best players on the entire team this season, and unfortunately, the organization didn't see it that way. And I'm very disappointed in that. I definitely think he probably could have did better than Korpisalo in the playoffs. But that's my opinion, of course. What do I know? I just watch the game. I look at it. I analyze it. And my opinions, of course. But Korpisalo did carry the team, and I think he should have started at least 1 or 2 games. We played 6 games, and he didn't even start one. So, very disappointing to see. But it is what it is. It happened, and nothing I say can change that. But I'm hoping that he will go forward this season and steal the starting position, just straight out the gate and just keep it. Because honestly, Cam Talbot and David Rittich, they're not good goalies. They're not. They're just, they're backups. They are true backup goalies now. And I think if McLellan wants to go, alternating, you got to pick one. We can't have all 3. And Copley should start more games. He really should. And if the team plays as well as they were during the third quarter of the season, I think the season will be really good. I mean, as long as the team supports Copley, then he can support them, and we'll have an amazing season. But if they don't work together, then it's not going to be good. And unfortunately, we're probably going to miss the playoffs. So, but I do hold hope that, even with our new structure of players, hopefully we can push forward. And I'm hoping for a wild card spot at the very least. If we get higher than that, I will be surprised. But as of right now, our goalie depth is not as strong as it could have been. And unfortunately, same thing for the defense. But I'm holding out hope that we can make a playoff spot. And hopefully our forwards will learn from this past season that defense is just as important as offense. So we'll see. We will see what happens. But, I'm going to miss Quick. And I hope Copley could work out. Korpisalo didn't sign with us, so he's gone. So I'll get to him in the next video. But for now, that's it for these two. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button down below. Comments as well. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more content. And yeah, that's going to be it for these two. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know if you guys agree with me. Do you guys agree with Quick? Do you guys disagree? Copley? Korpisalo? Let me know. I want to know if you guys agree, because as far as I know, Kings fans are mad about Quick leaving, but are happy that Korpisalo started over Copley. So I'm conflicted about that, but I want to hear from you guys and see what you guys have to say. So let me know. And until the next video, have a good day, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.